Hello, welcome to the UPSC Quick Revision series. Today, we will explore the art and architecture of one of the medieval India's most glorious kingdoms, the Vijayanagar Empire. From roughly 1336 to 1646, this empire in South India gave rise to a unique and grand architectural style which is still vibrant in the ruins of Hampi. This style was a magnificent blend of Chol, Hoysal, Pandya, and Chalukya traditions. So, what will we cover today? We will learn about the key features of Vijayanagar architecture, the various components of their temple architecture, and the famous temples of Hampi. Vijayanagar architecture has several distinctive and unique features. It primarily used locally available hard granite, while softer stones were used for intricate carvings. Besides temple architecture, they also built many secular structures like palaces, public buildings, and waterworks. But their greatest contribution lies in their vast and ornate temple complexes. These temples contained many other structures within high boundary walls, giving them the appearance of a small city. Two of the most striking features of Vijayanagar temples are their mandaps and pillars. The Kalyan Mandapa was a unique innovation. It was an open, ornate pavilion used for the annual marriage ceremony of the temple's deities. The temple pillars were extremely artistic, often carved with figures of rearing horses, mythical creatures called Yali, and scenes from mythology. Some pillars in the Vitthal temple are also called musical pillars because they produce musical notes when tapped. The Vijayanagar rulers made the temple gateways or gopurams very grand and colossal. This tradition began with the Pandya rulers but reached its peak during the Vijayanagar period. These gopurams were often taller than the main temple's Viman or Shikhar. In honor of the Vijayanagar rulers, they came to be known as Rai Gopurams. The temple complexes were enormous, enclosed by multiple concentric falls or prakarams. Within these complexes, there were smaller shrines, sacred tanks, kitchens, and a separate shrine for the goddess called the Amman Shrine. The best examples of Vijayanagar architecture are found in their capital, Hampi. The Virupaksha temple is dedicated to Lord Shiv. It predated the empire's founding, but the Vijayanagar rulers expanded it on a grand scale. The Vitthal temple is considered the most outstanding example of this architectural style. It is world famous for its stone, chariot, and musical pillars. Additionally, the Hazara Ram temple was likely the private temple of the royal family, with its walls beautifully carved with scenes from the Ramayana. During the Vijayanagar period, sculpture was an integral part of architecture. Pillars, walls, and gopurams were skillfully carved with scenes from mythology, epics, and daily life, showing a wonderful display of movement and vibrancy. Painting also flourished during this period. Some remnants can still be seen on the ceiling of the Virupaksha temple depicting scenes from the Ramayana and Mahabharata. This style of painting was an extension of a Deccan painting tradition. So, now it's time to test your understanding with some practice questions. So, let's wrap up our discussion on the art and architecture of the Vijayanagar Empire. I hope this session gave you a clear and vivid picture of their magnificent temples and artistic achievements. Now, it's over to you. Tell us in the comments which topic you would like us to cover next in the UPSC Quick Revision series. Until then, keep revising, stay curious, and keep following Vision IAS.